Welcome back to my channel. My name is Alika and I'm so happy you're here. I'm a stay-at-home mom to 3 boys ages 7, 4, and almost 4 months. Today is just a quick little spend the day with us. I've got some things to do around the house. I'm going to clean our car, followed by some self-care and an at-home date night with my husband. I know I'm not the only mom who feels like you never leave the kitchen. Between snacks and meals and cleaning up, I basically live in here. But I'm so thankful to have this family and these little guys to take care of. I know that I'll miss it when my house is one day clean and easy to keep clean and I don't live in the kitchen. The baby was starting to fuss, letting me know he was ready for a nap, and I definitely find it's so much easier to get him down if I just listen to him right away and go put him down right then, rather than trying to get what I'm doing done and he's too tired. And now I just can't seem to get this lid on. After I laid him down, I went back to the kitchen to finish up what I was doing. I think as a stay-at-home mom, it definitely starts to feel like your days are repetitive and they can get mundane, and sometimes I definitely find that I can get into a funk, like, what am I gonna do with these kids all day? It's the same thing every single day. But I try to just have a really thankful mindset because they're only gonna be this little for a really short time, and before I know it, they're not gonna wanna be with me because they're gonna have their friends or their girlfriends or their job or whatever it may be, and I'm gonna miss this time. I can't stand myself, and I'm so mad that my husband let me walk around with my hair like this. I'm so embarrassed by this hairstyle. I think I fix it later in the video, but it's not much better. So breakfast is definitely a team effort. I feel like that's one of the most chaotic parts of our day, is just trying to get everybody's food ready at the same time, and my husband gets so frustrated if everyone doesn't get to eat warm food. That's just really important to him that we eat as soon as the food is hot. So we try to get everything prepped. I'll get the boys like chocolate milk mixed or their juice or whatever they want. I'll get both of our coffees prepped. If anyone's going to be having toast or waffles or anything like that, I get that in the toaster ready to go. And then he handles the main courses like the sausage and the eggs. We do breakfast tacos a lot, and he normally cooks outside on the Blackstone. So today the boys wanted cinnamon and sugar toast, and I don't know if a lot of you grew up eating this, but it is chef's kiss. Just putting butter on a slice of bread, and then I buy the pre-mixed cinnamon and sugar, but of course you could just use cinnamon and sugar, and toast it, and it is just such a treat. Ignore the red Solo cups that you see on the counter. We were playing water pong as a family, and they just haven't gotten put away yet. Now for a little his and hers coffee moment. I'm so happy my husband, it was ever since our last baby shower where we got this stock cold brew and a French vanilla creamer, and he loved it, and now that's what he drinks every day, and I'm just so happy that he's a coffee drinker with me now because it's so much more fun to drink together. I brew a couple of espresso shots, and then I do some either brown sugar or cane sugar, and then oat milk or almond milk, and then he does this cold brew and creamer. I didn't realize he was almost out of this cold brew, so there's just going to be a lot of creamer in his coffee today. After we got cleaned up after breakfast, it was time to go clean the car, and this car is in bad shape. Of course, when we got it, we had a rule that there would be no food, no drinks in the car, and I just laugh at myself now because that's not realistic when you have kids. There are times where you just have to eat in the car, and if you have kids, you know they feel like they need to snack all the time. They want their shoes and socks off as soon as they're in the car, and if you're my kids, they want their shirts off as well. And everything just gets left in here because by the time we get home and I'm getting the baby out, the last thing I want to do is empty out the car. But I'm trying to be better about that. I saw some other video I saw, she has this rule: don't put it down, put it away. And I think that's really smart, and it's something I'm trying to enforce. Haven't been super successful at it yet, but we're working on it. I definitely underestimated how difficult it would be to clean this car with the baby in the carrier. And I have one of the Solly baby wraps. Honestly, I'm still trying to figure it out. Sometimes I have him in there really secure, and other times I'm trying to keep him from falling out. So apparently baby wrapping is just not my forte. My kids love to help with whatever we're doing, especially if it's outside stuff. So like cleaning the car, yard work, they love being a part of all of that stuff. This is definitely not the best vacuum to clean this car with, but it's what we got right now, so it's gonna work for now. I definitely wanted this to be a little bit more like aesthetically pleasing for you guys to watch this car go from really gross to really clean, but my husband had to help with the baby. I'm not the best videographer, and these Texas summers are no joke, so I was dying. But for now, you can at least enjoy a little cleaning montage of the car. Now it is time for some self-care. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not someone who looks forward to self-care. It feels more like a task than something that I enjoy doing, but I do feel so much better after I've done it, so I'm trying to prioritize that. I'm putting a hair mask in my hair that I'm gonna leave for the next little bit. This postpartum hair journey has been way different than with my other two. My hair texture is different. I'm struggling with a lot of knots, dryness, and my hair is falling out in scary amounts. I do have really thick hair, so it's not something I'm worried about it per se, but it's really annoying. So I'm just trying to nurture my hair a bit more. Then I took a shower and I'm washing my face. I hate when the water drips down my arms, so I have these little wrist towel things. And my journey with my skin has been a really long and frustrating one. It's not where I want it to be, but we are getting there. Then I've put on some self-tanner before applying this mask that I've really been liking. It's turmeric and honey, which are just really nurturing ingredients. Turmeric is an anti-inflammatory, but it is super messy. So I made sure to put on a shirt that I don't care about, and you'll see that it definitely gets on there, and that's why. But I'm trying to take my health a lot more seriously. I know that my skin issues have come from ignoring my gluten allergy for all these years, so that's what I'm working on. And while I do my oil pulling, my mask sits on, I'm just making the boys a really quick dinner. Like I mentioned before, my husband and I have a little at-home date night planned, so I'm trying to quickly get them ready for bed. And you'll see all the water spots on my shirt because I tried to clean off where I made a mess with my mask. So here I am walking around like a child with a stain on my shirt. The boys love sleeping in my room whenever my husband is on shift. They used to sleep in my bed, but with the baby in there now, because I do co-sleep with him, that's obviously not safe. So while moving their beds in there and back out is kind of annoying, they like getting to be in there with me. It's like our little special thing that we do. Then I'm just applying some niacinamide. I don't use a lot of face products right now just because I haven't spent the time to figure out what all is safe for breastfeeding, so that's what I do for now. But I'm getting my hair brushed out, which I hate doing right now because, like I mentioned, the amount of hair that I lose. But that's okay. I know it's just temporary and it'll get better soon. Now the boys are finally in bed and I get to sit down and spend this time with my husband. We don't get much time to ourselves and we don't go on dates right now because I exclusively breastfeed the baby and we're just not ready to leave him with anyone. So I really treasure any time that I get to spend with him. He's my favorite person in the entire world and I just feel so thankful for this life we've created together. We love a good charcuterie board, so we've got that and some fruit, pickles, really random stuff, but that's our thing. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.